up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna do a little add-on to the old Ram 3500 here. As you can see, I currently don't have the wind deflectors, rain guards, whatever you want to call them. I've had them on my past vehicles and I really like the function of them. So I went with WeatherGuard. WeatherGuard makes a pretty good unit. This is like my third set, but regardless, I have never installed them on the 5th gen though, so but there's kind of like a sneak peek. As you can see, they do their job, but they don't stick out a ridiculous amount. So they're pretty much just a snap-in kit. They do have some clips for the back one, the front ones they just snap in there pretty much. All right, so like I said, these are WeatherTech brand. Here's some clips that the rear wind deflectors require to be installed. So they give you that. They give you a cool tool for there. So I got 2 rear ones. These are pretty cheap too. I think they're like $100. So if you're looking for a cool little mod for your Ram or whatever vehicle you got, and they're nice and sleek. They just do a really good job. One thing I will say, I've watched a couple videos of people installing these, even though I've installed them in the past. You really got to bend these to get them in the window wells, so you're going to want to go ahead and put them in a heated room. Like right now, it's December, so it's kind of cold out. It's like 40 degrees. So I went ahead and put them inside where they're nice and flexible. They're nice and warm, so I don't snap them. So, but anyways, let's go ahead and get these things installed. All right, so it's real easy. You're going to want to bend this side in first, just like so. Get that in there, and then like I said, if you have these warmed up, they go in there, no problem. So read this with me right here. When installed correctly, the bottom edge of the front deflector must rest on the door's outer weather strip molding, and only the thin flange is in the channel between the glass and inner seal. So you got an inner seal, glass, and then the wind deflector, correct? Okay, that's how I have it. I also read that other sentence where it says this is sitting right on top of this outer weather stripping at the bottom. And if you actually tuck this in here, I'll just show you. See how it falls down? See how it's doing that? But if you leave it up here on like this, it's kind of built for it. I mean, it doesn't come off of there. See that? It holds in there pretty good. So I believe I did that right. So if you guys are installing these, I think I'm doing this right. If I didn't, please comment down below and say, hey, you did that wrong. Fix it this way, whatever. But at least explain it to me. So go over it again. Got the bottom here sitting on the outer weather stripping like it says. It goes up in between the channel. It doesn't go between this rubber piece here, the outer weather seal. I don't have it in there. I have it between the two, so it's in between the two. I put it in there between this and that, but the transition right here, this seal doesn't split right here on this part of the mirror, so it was going to cut it and it was going to cause a leak. So having it up in the window, that leaves this outer seal on the outside of this, just like it was factory. So basically you're adding this between the glass and that. I believe that is the correct way to do it. These are in there. Like I said, they're nice and stiff in there. The wind's not going to blow them around. The next thing it says to do, I'm going to apologize now for the dinging. We're going to go ahead and roll the window up, nice and easy. I do have the electric window, so it's kind of hard to do. And if it gets in a bind, it'll want to come down like that. You're going to want to hold the button. You can see it's still wanting to come down. There it goes. Keep in mind it is cold outside, so I did see this bow out just a little bit, but that means it's got a nice seal on it. These windows are in. Oh yeah, she's in there nice and tight, good to go. This ain't coming down. It's not going to move around while I'm driving, so go ahead and roll the back window down. It says to clean the windows and all this and that jazz, but work truck. So You guys probably want to do that, but on me, on my vehicle, I'm not worried about it. So I'm gonna turn the dinger off because, to be honest, it's pretty annoying. So the back one is a little more complicated. I already did that side, just so when I did this video, I didn't look like a complete idiot. So I kind of know how to do that, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys because it did take me a minute to kind of figure out what they were talking about. So go ahead and get the camera set up and we'll go ahead and get this part on. All right, so when doing this, it's going to go in here just like this. These are adhesive strips on each side, so when you know you're ready to do that, you want to clean that on each side, pull that off, and get it in there. But on the back window, they give you these. So these are little clips. Where it kind of angles out, it goes in like that. So that's going to be on the outside. So the way these work, I think I did this right, comment if I didn't. You pull the seal down right here, you pull the seal, and it goes in between the seal and the window. And I found it if you just kind of push up on it like that. They give you this tool here. I noticed if you just kind of push up on it, push it in there and pry back, and it'll kick that back piece in there into that groove. And now that's in there. So it doesn't push the seal down at all. It's in there nice and tight. So I'm gonna do this, pull this down, get that in there like that. I'm just picking two random spots. I'm sure it says in the instructions where to go, but this is about where I put it on the last part, and it worked good. So there. As you can see, it's not in all the way. See how it's hanging down a little bit? So there it goes. See, now it's on there. So now that that's in there in the seal, I did this backwards the first time. When I actually put this in last time, I slid it up in there and had this on the outside. When I did that, the middle of this really bowed out. It wasn't in there nice and tight, right? So the second time, after really reading the instructions and kind of understanding what they're talking about, they do a diagram in there. You basically, what they want is they want these to push on the inside of this up against the frame, okay? So you're gonna wanna start it like that and shove it up in there, okay? I'll go ahead and show you right now. I'm not gonna pull the adhesive off yet. So just like before, we're gonna get her in the window seal started. And then this one's higher, so I'm gonna take this little tool, I'm gonna push this down. It's like, basically like spring steel. Okay, get that started in there. Then we'll get this side, push it down. There we go. And then after pushing it in there, I didn't take the adhesive off yet. It's in there. So it's in there nice and tight. Yeah, that's how it's gonna go. So what I'm gonna do is now is I'm gonna pull this out, pull the adhesive off now that I know it fits nice and correct. Pull the adhesive off, shove it in there, hold it, let it glue itself, and then we'll roll the window up. All right, when I do this, I'm gonna push on the window seal, push it back so that the sticky stuff doesn't get on anything just yet. See that? See how I have a gap between there? And it's kind of tricky, but I just kind of roll it forward, get it started on these clips here, push in, slide it up. Okay, that's where I want it. I'm gonna go ahead and push my fingers back here. See if I can't get that to start. Again, I'm not an expert on this. This is just what I did on the other side, and it seemed to work. Go ahead and get the adhesive stuck there. Must be some kind of 3M stuff. It's pretty good stuff. So, all right, so that's on. Now you're gonna hear the annoying dinging. Let's roll the window up. It's gonna do the same thing. It's gonna fight it for a second. It says to go slow, but with these kind of windows, it's kind of hard to do. All right, that one didn't even fight it. So it's in there. You're not pulling it out. Let's get the door shut. There you have it. That is them installed. So I really like the fact that they don't stick on the outside right here like the cheap ones you get from AutoZone or O'Reilly's or whatever. Those things work, but they stick on the outside here and they just look kind of tacky. These are nice. I mean, they're sleek. You know, you got your vinyl here with this line right here. They continue that line. They don't you know, obstruct it at all. They don't make it look any different. So looking from here, they look really good. So as you can see, they don't stick out a ridiculous amount. They just have that little subtle stick out so you can get some fresh air, rain out kind of stuff on each side. From back here, you can't even tell they're on the vehicle. I mean, they just match with the tinted windows. So I really like that. You know, it just looks sleek. I think WeatherTech did a good job on there. I know Ram OEM ones are about the exact same. These are just, I was already buying floor mats for the wife's new car, so went ahead and grabbed these things, snatched them up as I was doing it. Really happy with it. I think they look good. So another quality product from WeatherTech. So far I recommend. We'll take it down the road and make sure she don't whistle or rattle or anything like that, but I don't think they're going to. This isn't my first set of these, so hope this video helps you guys out on installing them. I know they're a little confusing at first for me, so now that maybe you've seen somebody install them, you guys can tackle it yourself. Like I said, they're about $100. I'll leave a link in the description below on what I got here on the truck, but that's the finished product. So thanks for sticking around, and we'll see you on the next one.